this afternoon from Odessa, and it just started pouring. And, you know, I was pretty excited because I love the rain, and we need it. Can we expect any more tonight?
Well, absolutely. We had some thunderstorms earlier today, and they're starting to make a comeback right now as we speak. But most of the heavy stuff right outside of the viewing area. Let's show you that right now on the Doppler radar. We're seeing some thunderstorms in Midland County right now. Let's get a closer look at that. Expect some pretty strong amounts of rain, some possible flooding, some heavy winds, but nothing too severe. As you can see, nothing on the red side. When it turns red, that's a bad sign, because right here, right outside of our viewing area in the southeastern portion of the outside of the viewing of the basin, we're seeing some pretty heavy thunderstorms over in the San Angelo viewing area. But right now, those thunderstorms are going to move out of the area, but then they're going to come. We're going to see some new thunderstorms develop possibly by tomorrow morning, and that's going to range anywhere between 5 a.m. to about 10 a.m. and then we'll start to see that clear out, and we do have a smaller chance of seeing some small flurries, small rain showers in Monday afternoon, but then we'll mostly see everything clear out by Tuesday morning. Now, right now on the satellite radar throughout the state of Texas, not really seeing anything. Most of the thunderstorms right here, right outside of the Permian Basin, but for the most part, pretty clear throughout the Lone Star State. But we are seeing some pretty heavy winds right now in the Permian Basin, seeing 16 right here in Odessa, Midland, 23 over in the Guadalupe Mountains. They're seeing some smaller thunderstorms out there. 8 down to Marfa, not too bad, but then right Dryden, where they're seeing some of those thunderstorms right now, 14-mile-an-hour wind speeds. We're going to see more of these winds in the next couple of days. Monday, expect more winds. As you can expect, we're seeing some thunderstorms, but most of that's going to be taken out in the west, anywhere between 10 to 20-mile-an-hour wind speeds in the western portion of the basin. We'll see about 15 to 20-mile-an-hour wind speeds out here in the eastern basin, but we'll start to see that clear out for Tuesday, though we could see a decent amount of breezy conditions throughout Tuesday and throughout the rest of the week, but nothing like we're going to see today and tomorrow. Now, wind gusts right now, not much to show on the radar, but peak gusts for today got all the way up to 39 in the Guadalupe Mountains, 24 in Carlsbad, 23 in Hobbs, 30 over in Fort Stockton, 32 in Odessa, Midland, and 23 in Big Spring. Now, the health index for today, still low for just about everything. Tree pollen low, mold and weeds moderate for grass, though, and this is all courtesy of Dr. John Debray. You can visit his website, JohnDebrayMD.com. Now, the almanac for today, this was quite a shocker. We had a high expected to be in the 90s today. We only got to 82, so just keep in mind when we say the high is in the 90s, that doesn't mean it has to get there. 82 degrees today. We were just short of our average for the low of 69, but we were well below average, 94 usually. But today, in the 80s. Not bad, though. Who's complaining about that? Perfect temperatures. Right now, mild temperatures, 71 degrees, 16-mile-an-hour wind speeds, and a good amount of moisture in the air thanks to the thunderstorms that we're seeing. And you can expect a pretty humid week, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Right now, we're going to show you the temperatures across the state of Texas, 75 in Lubbock and Amarillo, but coming over into the eastern portion of the state, seeing the 80s, 83 in Houston, 82 in Corpus Christi, 82 in Brownsville, and 87 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Temperatures right now in the basin, seeing 60s in the Guadalupe Mountains, but mostly seeing 70s everywhere else, 79 in Winks, 77 in Hobbs. We are seeing 80s in Pecos, Presidio, and the Big Bend Mountains, while seeing 72 in Alpine and 77 in Fort Stockton. As I said before, a lot of moisture in the air thanks to these thunderstorms and clouds sticking around. 72 in Big Spring, 87 in Odessa, Midland, 54 in Wink, and then 58 in Pecos, but a little drier out into the southeastern portion of New Mexico, seeing the 40% range in Carlsbad right now. Now, getting to our regional forecast for tonight, another mild night in the northern basin, seeing temperatures in the low 60s, a couple high 60s, though. Seminole, 66 degrees, Andrews staying in the 70s, and then 67 in Big Spring for tonight. Tomorrow, probably not going to be seeing anything in the 90s. Andrews 92, but everywhere else going to stay in the 80s. And if we keep seeing more of this moisture in these thunderstorms, it could stay in the 80s most likely. Central Basin 69 in Penwell, 69 in Crane for a low tonight. And then going into tomorrow, 92 in Odessa, Midland, 88 in Penwell, 89 in Monahans and Grand Falls, 90 degrees for a high tomorrow. The Trans-Pecos 69 in Fort Stockton tonight. Bakersfield 69, Sanderson 70, Dryden 72. And then tomorrow, 91 in Pecos, 91 in Bakersfield, Ira at 90, and Sheffield at 91. Dryden going to be at 92 as well. Now going into the mountains, Marfa could get down into the 50s tonight as well as Valentine, but Presidio is going to stay strong in the 70s, 74 degrees for the low. And then tomorrow, 94 degrees for the high in Presidio, Marfa 80. Fort Davis going to stay in the 70s though, 77 for a high. Now looking at the 7-day forecast, still a strong chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, especially Monday morning. That's when we're going to be seeing about a 50% chance of thunderstorms. So make sure you pack your rain jacket when you go out to work tomorrow. But most likely you won't be needing that towards the end of the day, but you always want to be safe. Then expect no chances of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Going to be a clear week with temperatures in the low to mid 90s, 96 on Thursday and Friday, and then up into the high 90s by Saturday next weekend. But low 90s tomorrow, chance of rain. You know what to do. Rain jacket, umbrella, 2 hands though. Remember?
Absolutely. Well, you know what, Ryan, I have to say, I really enjoyed the weather today. It was kind of nice for a change, waking up to some clouds and some rain. It was refreshing.
Absolutely.
Plus, we always can use the rain. So, but we got to brace ourselves for the West Texas wind coming our way. Not that it's any different any other day of the week, but it's going to be a bit stronger this week, right?
We love the rain. We don't like when we get too much of it, but it doesn't look like we're going to get too much of it tomorrow.
I'm excited. I got
Absolutely.
my rain boots, my jacket. I'm ready. And I know you're ready. Thanks, Ryan. Coming up, did our favorite forget